You're listening to Mentoring Developers. You talked about Azure or Windows Azure, like we'd like to call it, or Microsoft Azure now. And that's their cloud infrastructure, which is, again, a thing that people may not be familiar with, but what is it?
That's a very good question. Well, cloud services, right? Basically, we don't need to manage our own servers anymore. We can get somebody else to manage our servers for us. And there's all different flavors of cloud service. There's what they call infrastructure as a service, so instead of taking my server and co-locating it at a ISP, I just say, well, could you provision a server for me? And chances are it's just going to be a virtual server. Then I can SSH or remote desktop into that remote machine. So that's one type of cloud service. And then we have this other whole layer, which is the platform as a service, where there's value-added infrastructure in the cloud, so we can build apps and just kind of deploy them up to infrastructure that already exists in the cloud. And we don't have direct access to the PCs and servers. We're deploying our applications on top of that infrastructure, all of which is it's a way of making it faster for us to act and spend more time focusing on actually building a product and less time worrying about managing the infrastructure that's out there, the infrastructure that our systems are running on. Because, as I say, when I was back selling ERP software to small businesses, you'd walk in there and it's like, okay, so where's your server? And they go, oh, we don't have a server. We just have some Windows for Workgroups type network. So then you'd have to explain to them why they need to spend money on this extra machine in order to be able to deploy the SQL Server and the other infrastructure there. And that's you don't need to do that anymore, because you can just deploy these virtual machines or these applications directly onto cloud services. So as you say, Microsoft's Azure or Azure is the cloud service offering by Microsoft. Amazon have AWS, and there's a whole bunch of other different cloud providers all kind of doing the same thing. But it's good because technology just grows constantly, and there's no way we can keep up with understanding all of this stuff. So being able to offload some of that responsibility onto some other, turnkey type service lets us again focus on writing business apps or whatever productivity apps, consumer apps that'll actually allow the end user to do what they want to do.
For show notes and transcripts, visit us at mentoringdevelopers.com.